Okay, so I was trying to record something earlier, and I've learned that it's a really bad idea to try and stream or try and like get my thoughts out while I'm playing a video game because I forgot that I get like super focused. So and my nose is a little runny because I did get a little emotional. So I'm gonna try not to get so emotional. No promises, but I have had a distressing few hours, and I didn't mean for it to be a distressing few hours. It's just when I go on Reddit, when I'm on shift, when I have time and I read shit and shit makes me upset, it's hard for me to get unupset. Um, on the plus side, I've been very it's very hard for me to get upset now, especially when I'm looking at shit on the Kotaku in action. You know, most of the time I get angry or irritated, maybe annoyed, but I don't get actually upset. Um, this post actually physically made me feel a little ill, and that was a new experience for me because this doesn't normally happen. Um, when I get super anxious or upset, it's not usually over stuff on the internet because I have a pretty thick skin. And so I was trying to figure out exactly why I was having such a hard time with this. And think I figured it out. So bear with me. This starts with a story. So, I don't know if I've ever. Is that a cat trying to get in? I don't know. My door's just moving. Or maybe it's a spooky ghost. No, ghosts don't exist. Um, so, when I was in grade school, I was bullied pretty hard. Um, I don't know if I even have the words to express how it made me feel. Let's just suffice to say that it was pretty bad. Um, this was years and years of emotional abuse, specifically from a specific group of girls, for the most part. I remember one interaction with a boy who was very, very cruel to me in sixth grade. But for the most part, the boys did not really bully me that much. Sure, I was picked last or second to last in gym class because I was the weird, emotionally fragile child. But, it wasn't as much of a problem with the boys as it was the girls. So, um, you have to imagine me, small me, kind of dorky looking, a little homely looking. I think I still look homely, but whatever. Um, with little to zero self-esteem, and this was in seventh grade, and this was like the first anti-bullying thing I can even remember being. This was like the first anti-bullying thing my grade school ever did, and that was my seventh grade. Um, and I just remember. Sorry, my nose is runny. Um, they had a chance for us to talk and maybe talk about when we'd been bullied before, and so in a moment of extreme bravery, probably prompted by a visit to a therapist I was going at the time, I stood up and I said, you know, when I'm bullied, it really hurts, especially because it's over things that I can't help. Um, and then I told them that I had severe ADHD and how much it hurt when I got, basically emotionally abused by this clique of girls. I didn't name names. I just, said I just wish people would stop hurting me. Um, and so And you know what? It worked. Uh, for the most part, I was left alone in the rest of seventh grade and eighth grade, and I kind of did the reinventing myself in high school. So I'm not even going to talk about that. But it stopped. But what happened? I think I wouldn't call it worse than the bullying because the bullying really did a number on me. But what happened afterwards also hurt because I was talked down to, I was treated as fragile. Um, I didn't want to be tormented, but I also didn't want to be sort of wrapped in cotton. Um, People were extremely gentle with me. It was, I don't have any other word than it was demeaning. Um, I get the bullying stopped again because they didn't. It wasn't because they felt bad. It was because it looked like a dick move to say mean things to the disabled kid. And that's what I became. I became that weird. I became that kid with ADHD. You got to be careful around her. You don't want to say anything mean because she doesn't know any better. She can't do any better. I didn't want that either, but that's what happened. And from that day forward, I was extremely reticent to say anything about any of my problems, any of the issues I ever had, because I didn't want that. And this was before, sorry again, getting a little bit emotional, but this was before I even knew it was spectrum. That was a diagnosis that was given to me later in life. So this was even, I imagine it might have been even worse if I had known I was autistic at that time. I'm not super like autism or anything. I guess I would probably be considered on the Asperger's spectrum. I don't know if I've said that before, but I'm just putting that out there. I have mentioned it on Twitter and Reddit before, but I don't always know when that gets sort of connected to my YouTube stuff because I keep my online stuff kind of separate. It's, keep it separated. But so I realized that this is how I'm feeling now. So, for those not in the know, I'm finally getting to what I'm actually talking about. For those in the know, Blizzard is removing Jeff Kaplan posted and saying that they are replacing a pose for Tracer because someone found it objectionable and they thought it looked like she was presenting. And I know I'm on OBS right now, so let me see if I can find a picture of the find the picture and post it. So I'm gonna do this on the fly. To the community's credit, most people seem to be really, really against this. And I'm really happy about that. But I'm really, really unhappy about Blizzard's response. And I didn't understand why the response that they gave about, how we want everyone to feel safe or whatever made me so upset. But then it hit me. Found it. We'll just move this. This is the picture. That's the pose, and now I'm gonna get rid of that window capture because it was making OBS go apeshit. So that's the pose. That over-the-shoulder pose, which honestly doesn't even look that sexy to me. That looks like she's taunting you even, or maybe just looking over your shoulder. She goes fast. Maybe she's taunting because you're too slow. She's Sanic. I don't think it's that sexy. I think she's just looking behind her. I don't think she's presenting. She's not bending over. But what really upsets me is that I feel like Blizzard is doing what those kids in 7th and 8th grade did to me. They're saying, we're sorry, we will now treat women, all women, like they are fragile, delicate beings who don't want to feel sexy, who don't want to feel strong or powerful and sexy, or anything like that. Let's just assume that Tracer is doing it to feel sexy. Let's take the worst interpretation of it. What is fucking wrong with that? What is wrong with feeling sexy? What is wrong with feeling cute? What is wrong with feeling good about your body? Because let me tell you, for many, many years, I know I'm getting emotional, and this is kind of an appeal to emotion, and I apologize really badly for that. I apologize for that because I feel badly that I even have to use an appeal to emotion. But apparently, appeals to emotion are all that Blizzard fucking listens to. So I'm gonna make an appeal to emotion. We'll stoop to their level. Fuck it. I can do that. Let's do that. Okay. What's wrong with feeling sexy? For many, many years, I didn't like my body. I didn't feel sexy. I didn't even feel cute. So you know what? I enjoy cosplaying. When I went to BlizzCon, I dressed up as Brightwing, and I was really fucking cute. And I loved it. I actually am going to edit a picture in post because I don't have it readily available. But suffice to say, I felt really fucking cute. I'm actually going to look for it. I felt really fucking cute. And I got so many compliments. That's the other thing that I like. You know, if you put a good cosplay together, people love it. And I kind of, I don't want to say I crave that audience appreciation, but part of it is for the sort of the performance of it. I really like acting like the characters. I really like performing. When people ask me for a picture, it feels great. You know? And so I feel like Blizzard is saying to someone like me that that's not okay. That we don't want that for you. That we have to take that away from you in order to appease some imaginary entity. And that hurts. Especially coming from Blizzard, a company that I really, really like, and that in some ways changed my life. WoW taught me that it doesn't matter who you are or how much of a shit stain you feel, because if you're good at the game, you can find a guild, and you can raid, and you can have friends. I've met so many good people through World of Warcraft. I met my boyfriend through World of Warcraft. I can't even believe I have to say that. It's kind of it's almost a cliche that, you know, I met my husband or wife or whatever. You know, I've been with my boyfriend several years. It's a extreme long distance relationship. It's hard. We get to see each other every so often whenever we have money to fly to each other, and I'll be seeing him in a few months. It's gonna be really great. We're going to the beach together. But you know, I met people that I'm still friends with. Most of us don't even play WoW anymore, and we're still friends. And I learned that WoW rating is a meritocracy. If you can push the numbers, if you can do the mechanics, you have a place. And that felt so fucking good. At a time when, again, this was grade school transitioning to high school, I didn't feel like I was the greatest person. I didn't feel like I necessarily had a place. WoW gave me a place. I love Heroes. I love Diablo 2. I played fucking hours and hours of Diablo 2 as a kid, growing up, and getting, you know, further along. Diablo 3 was a fucking mess, but I put a significant amount of hours into it again after the ROS expansion. I feel like it's in a really good place now. I honestly can say that I don't feel bad about my Diablo 3 Collector's Edition anymore, so that's a good feeling. I don't play Hearthstone. I actually extremely dislike Hearthstone, but you know, a lot of people seem to like it, and I don't begrudge them that. StarCraft, same thing, but I guess WoW was my first MMO, WoW was the thing that got me into MMOs. WoW connected me to people all over the world. It made me feel so good about myself that I can't even say it with a straight face because I get so emotional. I feel really bad because when I get too emotional, I just cry. It's not necessarily that I'm sad, it's just I'm emotional. And I really, really like Heroes of the Storm. Um, I don't like League of Legends, and I find Dota 2 to be a little bit obtuse. That's just me. But I really like. I really like Heroes of the Storm. I put a significant amount of money into Heroes of the Storm when I didn't have to. I have a lot of fucking skins. I've paid money to unlock heroes before. Um, I feel like I ought not to have to sort of justify my street cred, but it's just so you feel how like emotionally and sort of invested I am in Blizzard. And I know it's always dangerous to get emotionally invested in a company, but I feel like I can't like it's inextricable. Like I can't divest the emotion from those years and years of playing WoW, playing Diablo with friends. It's all sort of about the community and the people I play with. And Heroes of the Storm is one of the things my boyfriend and I play together. He plays almost exclusively Gazlowe. He can be difficult to play with sometimes, but overall, I enjoy playing with him, and I enjoy playing with friends. There's some buddies that I don't play almost any games with anymore. That I can still play WoW with. Heroes of the Storm with, sorry. And I have real life friends that I play Heroes of the Storm with too. People I know actually in my town, who I know, who I play with. So there's that too. But I just actually got out of, like I said, I just got out of a Morales game that I didn't think I would win, but we ended up winning, and that was really nice. I have the support hero daily, which is always fun. I could play a Diablo support, I suppose. I'm not that good at charism, honestly. I don't know why I have him. But I guess I play a lot of these games. And I was really, really excited for Overwatch. Like, really fucking excited. Let me see if I can pull this up. Alright. So. Alright. Let me see if I can find it on here. So, Team Fortress 2. I have over 1,000 hours in it. Again, another game I invested a lot of money into. A game I really, really enjoy. Steam on here says 1234 hours. That sounds about right. Again, not something I'm the best at, but, if you're pushing back the enemy team, if you're capturing the flag, nobody cares who you are, or, what kind of genitals you have. All they care about is if you can play the game, and if you can play it well. And there's something very, very comforting in that, because if you're, all that matters is that you're having fun, maybe, even if you're not playing competitively. All that matters is that you're having fun and that you're enjoying the game with people. And there's something very comforting in that for me. Video games allow me to escape the fact that things in my life aren't always great. Things in life aren't always good. But that brief, the joy that video games brings me as a hobby is just really, really strong. And I really, really wanted Overwatch to be good. I was very, very scared that they were gonna add extra DLC or paying for heroes. I held off because I was afraid that would be a thing, and then it was finally they said it's a flat purchase price, and I felt really, really good. I felt like, okay, this is a game I can support. I love TF2. I I love class-based shooters. I can't even like talk. I'm sorry, I'm tripping over my words. One sec. I love TF2. I love class-based, team-based shooters. Please let Overwatch be good. It's coming from Blizzard. I'm sure they'll do an interesting take on it. I cannot wait for this. So much so that when I got that like one brief weekend on the beta, I played the shit out of it. I had so much fun, and I haven't been in since, and I hate it. I've been so upset that I can't get into that beta, and people on Steam are booping me. And it was just something that I was looking forward to, that I was excited for, that I was seriously considering pre-ordering, even though I never pre-order games, because it's like the PCMR thing, and again, I've been burned. Last pre-order I was burned on was Diablo 3. I got the special edition, and it was horrible for ages. And so, even Blizzard games I don't pre-order. But I was seriously considering, when I played the beta, I was like, I really like this game. If it continues being this good, I will buy this. And I might even pre-order. Now, I feel like I can't in good conscience pre-order it. Like, when I feel like Blizzard is talking down to me so much that I get physically ill, I can't do it. I can't support this. And it kills me because I just unwrapped this a little bit ago. Because I paid to have my Overwatch signed print fucking framed and matted. I was gonna put this on my fucking wall. And I can't do it. I can't in good conscience do it. It feels awful. It feels like something I felt so good about, I now feel so shit about, and it hurts. Physically hurts. Because of this change. And I know people are gonna say it's not that big of a deal, but it's the intentions behind it. It's not just the pose, it's the implication that women are too delicate and you can't offend their sensibilities. They have to be swaddled and protected, and I don't want that. I don't want to be fucking protected. I don't want to be acted. I don't want them to act like I'm a child, that I can't do it. It fucking hurts. And I just want to talk to Jeff Kaplan personally, that you may feel like you're doing the right thing with this, but this fucking hurts me. And I feel like, as someone who cosplays to feel good about themselves, as someone who struggles every day to feel sexy and good about their body, that this hurts. I know it's stupid to even feel like this, but it does. And it's just, that's how I interpret it. And I hate appealing to emotion. I know I've already said this. But if emotion is what you need to see, It's all over my fucking face. I just feel so hurt that the people at Blizzard feel this way. I went to BlizzCon and it was so welcoming and warm. And this is the opposite of welcoming and warm. It feels like I'm not a baby. I'm an adult, and I just want to be treated like a normal adult and a normal human being. I beg of you. Don't coddle me. Because I don't want to be coddled. Because even though I get emotional and I cry, I don't want you to look at me as lesser. I just want you to look at me as a person. When I play a video game, I just want to be seen as a player of the game, as a gamer. And so that's why this upset me so much. Because it makes me feel like I did in 7th grade. And I don't ever want to feel like that ever again. Please don't make me feel like that, Blizzard. Please don't open up this can of worms. Please, let's be mature and professional. And if someone is upset, don't compromise artistic vision for it. Because that makes me feel like shit. I don't want to be the reason why artistic vision is compromised. And I don't want to be talked down to. And that's it. To whoever thought it was so fucking important that their fifis be catered to, fuck you for making me feel like this. Fuck you for making me feel like everyone treats me like a fucking baby because I'm a female and because I'm non-neurotypical. I fucking hate it. I would be judged by my character and not by anything else. Fuck every single one of you that makes me feel like this. That's all. And I won't be buying Overwatch. In fact, I was tempted to pre-order and cancel to prove a point, but I decided to make this video instead. So hopefully that's enough. This is Besley signing out. And hopefully I'll have the courage to upload this to YouTube. Thanks. Bye.